Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio using the Sea Block Modpack. So, we are 57 hours into this mod. 57 hours! I think usually when I'm playing the base game, I get bored around 30 or 40 hours. I want to restart and do things different and, better. But this one's really holding my attention. Like, I feel a little bad because I'm like ridiculously far behind on my other series. I try to keep them going, at least one episode a week, but no, we are falling behind. Because, I don't know, for the past 2 or 3 weeks, whenever I have free time, I want to play Factorio. So, last time, major accomplishment was we finally started getting some bots going. We have a Roboport, we have 30-ish bots, and now we're using them to slowly lay out the rest of this area here. I think we're probably only like maybe 3 or 4 hours away from our first really big, our first really big smelter area, dealing with all the different minerals. We only have to keep washing the ore, then sorting the ore, then processing the ore, and then melting the ore, and then casting the ore into plates. That's not that far away. Anyway, let's lay out some more ground, and then another blueprint for this. I am definitely feeling good about our decision to take a couple-hour break to figure out the next circuit packs. It was time well spent. I was thinking it would be wasted, but no, we would need to do something like that anyway. And now we can actually take advantage of having done it. Those next sets of circuits are they're too complex for me to have figured out on the fly. We needed to sit down and do some research. One thing I did learn is that this thing is lying to me. I'll research something and I'll say, what do I do with this thing? And I'll say, there's nothing to do with that thing. Instead, there is something to do with that thing. I don't know. It sounded more sinister in my head. But apparently there was this whole coal cracking thing I could have been doing this entire time to generate the equivalents of the 3 major oils in the base game: the light, heavy, and petroleum gas. And I just didn't know about it. Oh, that ruined it forever. That's gonna be awful. Oh well. We need to make some more of this, if at all possible. It's only one big and one medium. That's fine. We can deal with that. Really be good to help. I should switch out to my new armor. I will in a moment. There we go. I am kind of surprised that we haven't run out of red-green things to research. But I think that has more to do with just how badly mineral starved we are than how much there is to research. Okay, so now we have modular armor, which gave me another inventory space. Cool. And we're gonna put some batteries and night vision and solar panels. Where are the solar panels? There. Could use another battery. Or two. Yeah, I tend to not respect modular armor until I get the fusion plants. Because solar, it always just runs out on solar. But that's okay. I'll take what I can get. How much more of this do we have? We have enough for one more. Alright. Let's get the bots rolling, making another one of these. We're gonna need more piping, I'm sure. And actually, the roboport's kind of not placed well. I think that was the bad one. So we'll delete that. Is this supposed to be night vision? Doesn't actually consume that much. If so. That was a mistake. That was a bad place to put that. Ah, what happened? No, I'm sorry. I ran over the wire and I pulled my headset askew. I have a bad habit when I'm playing games of just kind of moving my chair around as I shift about. It would probably look really weird on camera. Okay. So that's our 6th one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the last one. Good deal. So far. Should we leave space for another? Or maybe make another? So right now, no, I can only do these 4 chunks. So we can eventually crush nodules. But that can't be washed. That just turns back into slag. and nodule sludge. Ah. I'm not seeing a place for rail in this, not at the moment. Are we out of flotation cells? We are. Do I have one in inventory? I don't. I can make one now. And that's the last one we'll ever need. Well, that's nicely timed. Nicely convenient. Here, just you do stuff. You need the flotation cell and lights. Alright, so that was the Jiva light. This is... what's next? Ammonium. Actually, we should look at which things are which. So... ammonium gives sulfuric wastewater, which means I probably should have put it on that side. Oh well. Rubite gives nitric. Protinium gives chloric. What's this? This is fluoric. They're all different. Okay, well then, I guess I screwed up by not putting the bobmonium right there, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Eventually we're gonna have to do the whole crystallizing thing, but I think I'm just gonna leave a space here to the south. So like right now we have stuff going this way. It's gonna be right at this point. It's gonna all be chunks. Then we're gonna do stuff with the chunks. We're gonna do ore sorting. So when we tech up again to the point where we need to do more than that, I'm just gonna bring it all down here and then right back up, so we can go into whatever the ore sorting is. Well, I don't know if we'll then ore sort. What do we do with chunks? Not chunks. No. It can become crystals, which we then... Now we refine. It's ore sorting, so that will work just fine. Or we can purify, and then that also becomes ore sorting. Okay, that's really convenient. Although now we're gonna have extra things coming out of it. So we should leave some room when we're sorting things out of the ore sorters. Interesting. You want to take different types of purified. Do you ever want to do that with crystals? Yeah, different types of crystals to get specific types of ore. I could see this turning out very nice, where like everything has a primary use, and then if that's busy, you send it to a secondary use. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well. This will all be slightly different, but this is... well, never mind. Let's do this. Get the base structure out there. Then we'll modify it as needed. They need more undergrounds. We don't have enough iron for them. Let's go resupply. We'll need to set up some water treatment too. So, we're gonna need more steel. Okay, water treatment. Just maybe 2 for each type. Still haven't figured out exactly what cooling towers are for. Or coolant. Probably something smelting down the line. I'll find out though. I mean, it uses these recipes. Ceramic filters. So let's see. Ceramic filter. Can be used for making coolant. Wait a minute. Becomes used coolant. Becomes coolant. And then coolant itself is used for making many things. Solder, aluminum. Ah, it's for turning molten stuff into sheets, which we can't do yet. Or for boils. Okay, so it's just greater efficiency at making different things from molten stuff. But it all needs stuff that we can't do yet. Way down the line from us. What was I thinking we were going to do? We needed more... Why can't I make a bunch of these? No more circuits. Let's grab some more circuits too. You guys are out of copper, I'm assuming? Well, so am I. Ups, ups, ups. Oh. I got distracted. I'm always paranoid about the water now. Okay. Bobmonium. Why are you not doing this? Right. Right, you need underneath things. That's the whole reason we went back. Okay. So Bobmonium. Bobmonium generates, what are those? Orange crystals? Red crystals? Red geodes? I think it was red geodes. It's like red. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? Only on the outside, Michael. Why are these not outputting? Because they're full of water. Fluoric wastewater, because we didn't connect them all. Which means they're going to be wrong everywhere. In the 3 copies of this we made. Whoops. Still, this is so much faster than laying this all out by hand. Even if we're having to come back in and fiddle around and get it right, just being able to avoid most of the piping is so worth it. Okay. Okay, and this is slowly going away, right? Yeah. Though we're stacking up in those chests pretty quick. What are we gonna do with that? Turn in hydrofluoric acid. Do I need that for anything at the moment? I don't think so. It's part of oil. Eventually we'll need it to turn into crystals. No, we don't need this at all yet. Ah, it's part of rubber production, which we could do. What do we need rubber for? For insulated wire, which we then need to make beacons. Or high-level poles. And this is part of purple science. Okay. Not going to worry about it at the moment. That was Bobmonium. The next one up is Rubite. Ooh, this isn't fit either. Ooh, wait, actually, that doesn't belong anywhere. It was just a random half pipe left lying around. I guess, and we have it everywhere, don't we? At one point, we were going to make the purified water all connect that way. Oh, this isn't connected. I should have just done the blueprint once before making so many copies of it. Is that connected over there? Yes. Okay. Well, how does this have... It doesn't. And we are out. Anyway, we can set up Bobmonium or Rubite while we're waiting for that to happen. This will be Rubite in chunks. Rubite yields cyan crystals. Or are they light green? I think they're cyan. Yeah. Alright. And the last one is the Crotinium, which gives the light green. I'm betting the first thing that happens when we set this up is we completely run out of purified water. But we'll see. Okay, get rid of all this. This was just an ad hoc thing. Oh no, that's how it's actually gonna be. We're gonna need so many more of these. Should I even bother? Sure. Now we have them here. This will not be needed. Nor that. Probably. Let's just figure it out. So the Bobmonium's going right there. We're not leaving a space for this, but that's okay. We can make it work somehow. I should probably just stop these though, because I don't know what's going to happen with the inner ones. So let's just leave them stopped. We'll make it symmetric, so they're right here. This can all go away. I can't actually pick that up, but we can get it at some point in the future. Alright. Here's the Rubite. We can't go underneath that, so... Alright, I think that's right. It's not going to be working yet because we don't have a way to dump all the wastewater. But all the belting, I think, is set up right. Or are these not outputting crystals? No, it seems to be working. It's all run once. These have not run once, but they will. Yeah, we're outputting crystals. Alright! So, do I have enough undergrounds? Probably not. We can see what it's gonna be like. Okay, so sulfuric, which we're eventually gonna need, by the way. Right now we're putting it all back. Locomotive Mark II. Interesting. Not something of use, but I mean, it's probably better than mining productivity. So, right now we're converting all the sulfuric wastewater back to purified water and mineralized water. And I kinda thought I needed to do that, because I need all the sulfur to keep the chain reaction going. But that's not going to work long term. We're going to need to use sulfuric wastewater to make algae. The blue algae. Yeah, sulfuric wastewater. I mean, everything we're doing generates a ton of it, but we need the sulfur back. Maybe eventually all these will back up with sulfur, and then we'll have tons of wastewater. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we have... Why is this not going? Nobody else gets to go? Purify is not connected. Ah, right. Same here. You can't output your nitric wastewater. I guess the pipes in the front filled up the pipe. I'm sorry, the flotation cells in the front filled up the pipes before these guys in the back could get going. Anyway, so what we got? We've got chloric wastewater, nitric, sulfuric, fluoric. Fluoric we're dealing with here. We need to deal with nitric, sulfuric. We're just gonna pull into our pipes. Is this filling up? Not yet. No, that's sulfuric. Wrong one. And nitric wastewater, which just turns into purified water without producing an intermediate product. Presumably it just releases it into the air. What do we do over here? So the mineralized is up 3, and the purified goes straight down into these flotation cells. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's go refill on many things. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I kind of like how, at its heart, everything here, all of this stuff, either came from slag or green algae. That was the basis of everything. And electricity, I suppose. We zapped water, and from there we got everything we needed. Oh, and some wood. We got some wood pellets to start out with. Without that, nothing else would have happened. But once you turn that first one wood pellet into 2.5 more wood pellets, you're golden. Okay. I'm a little worried about sulfur. I'm just going to grab a bunch of sulfur from here. I know we have quite a bit stored up. To the point where we're just burning it. One thing we need to do we have any pumps still? Yes, we have plenty of pumps. Make some more wire. We need to prioritize certain types of the mineral sludge. Or certain types of slag slurry, rather. It's more important that that this and the crystals can these three can output their slurry than the rest of the array. There's plenty of nodules, but not so much. We need to deal with the extra. What am I saying? We need to make sure that these do not back up, or else everything else will back up. We haven't even hooked this up yet. That won't be needed until the ore sorting. Actually, what did we just get? We just grabbed a ton of light green. Which one's light green? That one. There you go. Crystal slurry is already prioritized, but these have to be prioritized. Or rather, crystal slurry has only one thing it can do. So messy. Okay, we'll do it with this. We'll say that this array we'll say that we're only going to be able to pump things into this array if it's not at capacity. Where's my pumps? There. And we need a check one. Check valve. That's not gonna work. It can't work though. It can be made to work. Check valve. Where are you? I just made you. There it is. Okay. So you're only going to let stuff through pump if the amount of slag slurry where are you? It should be right here. What am I not seeing? It's not in here on the screen. Okay. If the amount of slag slurry is less than, what's it holding now? 1,000. If it's less than 500. So, this will be reserved for the priority. Let me just make sure that the slurry isn't being connected somewhere else. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, this will only process, this will focus on slurry from these before any other objects. Just like this deals with the sludge. I'm sorry, the crystal slurry. We should do the same thing with the sludge, but I'm not going to right now. We'll see until we'll wait till it becomes a problem. When we have like crystals backed up into our processing, our flotation cell array. Okay, so slowly this is switching. 198. No, it's not switching yet. Oh, of course. This will need to output to a different place. There. Okay. Good. So this should sit at half. That's the intent. It'll sit at half, and these will always be able to output. And then when it drips below half, the rest of the other these six nodule slurry manufacturers will be able to fill in the gap. Good. Okay. I'm still not sure we have enough filters going on here. I suspect we don't, but I'll wait until we actually can start producing aluminum, aluminum ore at a higher rate, and then we'll spin out a bunch more alumina. This is all stopped. No, it's not. It's not sulfuric acid. Why did I think it was stopped? This is having some problems. The whole idea of this was that we do more coal cleaning, and that would help supply the extra sulfur. Is there a way to make sulfur just by itself? I'm sure there is. Not snoofer. Sulfur. Hydrogen sulfide gas, which we get from burning coal. Or cracking coal, which is a liar. This is a liar. That we don't have this technology yet. Yeah, it's just a byproduct of... Interesting. Let's just look to see if we can do that. It was an alternate way of getting coke. Not here. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, just turn coal straight into things. To benzene and methane. What do I do with methane? Methane is petroleum gas. I can turn it into solid fuel, which maybe is a better thing to do. Huh. I can turn it back into methanol. Actually, that's what we're doing down there, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, the whole oil thing is... it's still not very intuitive to me. Ah, we didn't hook this back up, did we? No, we did. Okay. Actually, it's not really the sulfur we need, it's the sulfur dioxide gas. And that we get from different things. We get it by processing lead and other things. Okay, not something I'm gonna worry about at the moment. How's this going? Is it all clear now? Is that a Mark II? Yeah, it's a Mark II. Let's grab it. No, this was never all clear. We never hooked up the other hydro plants. Okay, so we were gonna... one of these was sulfuric wastewater. We're gonna hook that up to our bus. That's why we were looking at that. We just got distracted, as I am wont to do. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. This is right, yep. Alright, that will get rid of all of these, so they can go again, right? You're going. You're going. Good. Okay. This is the nitric, and it was having... no, this is... yeah, this is the nitric. We were going to hook it up. We made this one just a little bit lower than that one. Oh, whoops. Looks good. Okay, the rubite's stacking up. And now the crotinium is making chloric wastewater. Which again, doesn't produce a thing. You know, it occurred to me, can you like have a brick of chlorine? Or is it like not something that you can get? Or chlorine ice? I don't know. I studied computers, not chemistry. Is mineral water again? There's an awful lot of mineral water sources. Okay, let's put another clarifier here. Probably I should be breaking this into oxygen and hydrogen instead in a electrolyzer, because we're gonna need a lot of that. But for now, it can just be a clarifier. So, you know, that's the thought. What happens when you put this, or you put this into an electrolyzer? Can't. Okay. What about the fluoric? Again, you cannot. It's the it's nitric though. Nitric turns into something though, doesn't it? No, it's saline that turned into something. Never mind. Oh, ooh. I did not realize that this was saline. I thought it was mineralized water. Oops. Well, certainly we can just get rid of that. We could electrolyze that for something else, but no need. Looks good. Looks like this is all set up now. That took a long time to go from that to go. Whoa, we messed up our lines. Oh well. To go from the this ore to this. Well, no, this supplies that. No, this supplies that. And this comes all the way over here and gets turned into ore. To crushed ore. I'm not very good at using the vertical space. I'm just keeping on going further west. And we will continue to do so. Okay, so what's the next stop? The next stop is processing these. Okay, a second. So we have a bunch of chunks. And here I'd said that we needed 3 ore sorting machines per. So ore chunk sorting is 1.5 for 1, is that right? I forget which level machine I was using. So this recipe is 1.5 and it's speed 1. Okay. So we're gonna need 3 ore sorting machines per, which is annoying because I like even numbers, but oh well. It would be under refining. It would be under ore refining, resource refining. We need more clay bricks. Okay, wait a minute. How many do we have? We have 4. We're gonna need 18. Where's my car? Way over there. Let's make sure this is still working. So this should be at approaching half. That's working its way there. I could set my bots to start laying out another one of those, but we'd have to make all the machines. And I'm not in the mood for it. Bricks we were gonna grab. You know, it just said that it was going to make some of those. Oh well, stupid thing. We'll wait for these to complete first. Oops. You're trying to repair me. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this. So we're gonna place these out there, and then each of these is gonna turn into 4 different types of ore and slag. So that's 5 outputs each. Each one of these, we're going to have 18 total, which I apparently already calculated, which is going to produce, we're producing, what's the ratio? 1. So each of them is going to be producing 0.16, no, 2/3 of a slag per. So the whole thing can be held, can go on a single belt, I think. Yeah. So I'm thinking, God, this is gonna be tricky. I'm thinking we're gonna have to, it's going to be filters. Everything's gonna be filters. So we're gonna have to do everything close up. So I'm thinking we're just going to, well, we have to load on one side. We'll load on one side using long-handed. And what's our input? It's 4 chunks per second. That's a lot of chunks per second. Really? Yeah, because it needs 6. 6 every 1.5 seconds. 4 chunks per second. Okay, well we can do that with 3 long-handed. There's lots of space. Maybe do 4 just to be safe. So we'll have this going that way. This will be the chunks, and we'll say this is the slag too. I like that. Nice and nice and fitting. So that's the slag. You need to be careful about how we're gonna power it all. So I'll be fine. So now there's 4 things we need to put there on the other side. There's only 3 sides, and they all have to be 1 away. So how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna have 3 of them, so we can have 1 thing in the middle, and it can be the different on each side. This is an odd number, even number of spaces, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not. So I can't get right in the middle of it, right there. Okay. Then we'll have to go out, I suppose. So like that. and one of these is going to be twice as much as the rest. In this case, it's going to be the iron. So we'll have a primary one. Well, no, we should definitely plan that better. So this is the primary one, then these are the 3 secondaries. Where's our bots? Actually, no, we are out of time, so thank you everyone for watching. We finally have this set up nicely and all the water is getting processed. We have 1 yellow belt of each of the 6 different types of chunks. That's an accomplishment. I'm proud. Thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Factorio using the Sea Block Modpack.